Welcome to the November Early Release Day and Happy Thanksgiving Week. For the past 2 months, you have collected data and made a goal and a plan. Now it's time for action. What will you do to meet your goals? Today we are going to focus on 3 main topics. We'll update you on the educator effectiveness deadlines, today's expectations and what's up for January, and finally we'll end with some blended and personalized learning goal information. Let's talk about educator effectiveness deadlines. By now your planning should be completed and entered in the Educator Effectiveness Google Classroom. You should have a professional practice goal, a student learning outcome, and in addition, if you're up for evaluation this year, you should have met with your administrator to go over what to expect. Now that your goals and plans are written, it's time for action. If your goal was to increase the number of students who pass their ACT reading test, what are you doing to get them there? Here's some examples. Are you writing your assessments to look like the ACT? Are you practicing a question a week and reviewing the thinking process behind the questions and answers? Or perhaps you're communicating to your students what they are learning in your class and how it relates to what they need to know on the ACT. And how will you keep yourself accountable? It's easy to say you'll do something, it's harder to do it. Just think about dieting as a perfect example of that. That's where your team comes in. Think about starting your PLC team meetings with a review of what you're doing to accomplish your goals. Your team is your support system. Use them to make yourself accountable. On to today's agenda. Hopefully you remember that today's PLC team time was flipped. For the first 45 minutes you could have worked individually or as a team, and now for the second 45 minutes you are working as your PLC team only. This time change is an experiment to help teachers who travel better use their time. After today, you'll receive a survey so we can find out how it went. And let's talk about the January in-service schedule. This year's in-service is very similar to last year's January in-service. There are 2 must-do activities which are highlighted in yellow. The first must-do activity is the PLC team meetings, which will run from 7:45 to 8:45. The second must-do activity is a team collaboration session from 11:45 to 12:30. During this time, our staff will team with teachers from Rib Lake and Prentice, and Naomi Harm will facilitate discussions on technology use and blended learning techniques. In addition to the must-do activities, you will also be required to choose at least 3 of the 45-minute seminars throughout the day, or one of the 3-hour seminars. The choices for these seminars will become available soon. If you want to see what is currently being considered, you can access a preliminary lineup on the Medford 2017-18 seminar spreadsheet. Your PLC point person has been shown how to access this document. Here's what one schedule may look like. The person selected an NWEA MAP workshop to satisfy their 3-hour option. Therefore, they will start with the required PLC team meeting, and then they will attend the 3-hour NWEA MAP workshop. Following that workshop, they will attend the required team collaboration time. After lunch, they will finish their day with work time and paperwork. Here's a second example. This person selected 3 seminars and decided to group them all at the end of the day. This person also starts their day with the PLC team meeting, but then has work time from 8:45 to 10:45. Followed by lunch, then team collaboration time, and then attends seminars 3, 4, and 5, and ends their day with paperwork and work time. There are many options you can choose from. It just depends on what you want to learn and how you schedule your day. Finally, today I will share with you some of the data I have collected from the feedback and questions you've had about blended and personalized learning. I've gathered this feedback by reading your posts, for those of you who completed the blended book study, and by watching your personalized Flipgrid videos, for those of you who took the face-to-face seminar. After analyzing the feedback, I have found that there are 3 main challenges that we are facing. Number 1, what does blended or personalized learning look like in the classroom or area that looks like mine? Number 2, what technology apps and programs are available to me to help blend my classroom? And number 3, what is adequate pacing? In other words, how do we find a balance between allowing students to go at their own pace versus staying with the pacing guide? In order to help you answer your questions, I've created a document with those challenges. I have begun to add resources as I find them. In order to help find answers faster, I'm asking for your help. If you have a video or article to share that answers these questions, please add it to this document. Also, if you want to make your own video or have your kids make the video to help you answer these questions, we welcome that as well. I've sent this link to your PLC point person, and it is also on my webpage. Please have a conversation after this video where you could share the link and/or you could add resources to this document. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll have many resources to help us with these challenges. Have a happy and restful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you when you get back.